Working from my office is great, but sometimes I just want to be a bit more comfortable. So that's when I like to work from bed. The problem is my laptop gets hot and lights up my balls. The other problem is whenever you have to get up to make a pee-pee, you have to pick it up and move it. And if you're like me and have things plugged in like headphones or an SSD, this becomes especially annoying. So that's why I decided to get a bed desk. And it took a while to find/jerry-rig the perfect zero compromise solution. So hopefully in this video, I'll be able to save you countless hours of research and help you build one of these desks to fit your exact needs. Now, don't worry, there's no drilling required. This desk comes honestly about 99% of the way there right out of the box, but there are some simple yet powerful modifications anyone could do to this bed desk that takes it from great to absolutely fantastic. So make sure you stick around for those. Now, because I'm a super practical person, I don't want anything crazy. I just wanted a solution that had every single one of these things.
Oh, hell no.
Now, if you've ever looked into these, you'll know that there are really only 3 kinds on the market today: lap desks, laptop bed trays, and rolling desks. And none of them really check off all of the boxes. Lap desks are probably the worst. They eliminate some of that heat, but after a while, them nuggets are probably gonna start sizzling again. They feel just as heavy on your lap, if not heavier than going bare laptop, and they make getting up slightly easier. Maybe? There's no way to adjust the angle, and they owe you $20 and haven't responded to your messages. Laptop bed trays solve the first 2 issues, but you still have to pick it up and move it. The angle is adjustable, which is good, but it may sit too high. And then there's the rolling desk, which is pretty good, not gonna lie. It checks off all the boxes if you have under bed space, which unfortunately I have none of because of these underbed drawers, which, let's be real, does anyone actually utilize these things? So I found this bed desk which slides in between your mattress and bed frame and is criminally underrated. It checks off every single one of our reasonable requirements and has a surprise bonus feature that we'll be going over later in the video. And the install was super simple. You just place this tube in here, attach these 3 screws at the bottom, pop this extension arm on, and you're done. Set this to the side, by the way, because we'll be using that later. It works perfectly out of the box, no heat transfer, no weight transfer. It swivels out of the way easily, has an adjustable angle, looks pretty sleek, and when you're done, you can pick it up, take it off, and put it in a corner somewhere as punishment.
You know exactly what you did.
The only problem is, at any angle besides flat, the mouse just slides right off. So I needed to find a solution that would stop the mouse from sliding off, but still allow it to glide without excess resistance. So I found this on Amazon. This is just a simple drawer liner, which checks both of our boxes, and it also has this nice texture on top of it, which gives it kind of a premium look. Once I had this, I just laid it flat, used my box cutter to cut a perfect outline of the table, sprayed this Gorilla Glue adhesive spray on it, lined it up, and stuck it on. Boom, no more sliding mouse. Remember this? At this point, you can stick it on. Now here's a pro tip to help you out. When cutting the liner, make sure you hold the blade completely flat up against the edge of the table. This will make it so the line comes out looking factory made and hopefully preventing you from catching the table and cutting it by mistake. Also, make sure to try different materials at different angles to make sure it works with your mouse before fully committing and gluing it on, because you can only do this once, no pressure. Now, if you have followed these steps and this is all you need, you now have a perfectly functional, zero compromise bed desk. Bye. Thanks for watching. Congratulations on your new desk. As for the rest of you power users that need a place for your SSD, headphones, and other things, here are some quick solutions. For the SSD, stick a metal plate on it. The underside of the desk tray, stick a magnet on it. Boom, solved. And by the way, yes, it's safe. I asked ChatGPT if you can stick a metal plate on an SSD, and it said it would be fine. So we'll be fine because what ChatGPT says is always true. As for the headphones, this swiveling bar, stick your headphones on it. Now you're all set. And if you don't need anything else, you're good. Please leave us. We're just gonna go over this super freaking cool add-on that makes this bed desk insane. No need to stick around or anything like that. So at my main setup, I'm usually running an ultra-wide monitor along with Apple Sidecar to use my iPad as a second screen. And although I can't bring my ultra-wide monitor with me, I thought with the iPad, maybe I could. I just needed some sort of extension arm that could clamp to my bed desk and hold my iPad up. But again, because I'm like the king of being practical, with this one, I decided to make absolutely zero compromises. It couldn't impede any of the benefits of the unmodified bed desk. It should allow me to attach and detach my iPad with ease, and it should be optional in case I want to use the bed desk without the iPad holder. So my initial thought was to look it up on Amazon. These iPad holders are essentially a desk clamp with a folding, swiveling, or gooseneck style arm with a clamp or a magnetic iPad holder at the end of it. The problem with these is that they're designed to fit tabletops of various thicknesses, and this bed desk is only half an inch thick. So even with the smallest desk clamps, you'll have at least an extra inch hanging off that can snag on the bedding. Also, the folding or swivel arms would still be completely in the way when not in use. The gooseneck one would be too, but let's be honest, were you really considering purchasing that? That thing looks disgusting. And if you add on one of those magnetic iPad holders for ease of use, it leaves an even bigger footprint. So I thought, what if we could build one ourselves? So the idea is to find some sort of clamp that could mount directly to the pole and hold the iPad. I found this one on Amazon, which matches the center column's 1.4 inch diameter. Now if you combine that with this Vesa mount magnetic iPad holder, boom, you got yourself a mounting mechanism. Now all you have to do is raise this pole up, attach it, and boom, you're in business. Unless you actually enjoy using your left eye, in which case you may not be a fan of a huge iPad holder loitering in your face. Oh, and you can add a quick release bracket to it, but then you just got a massive hole in your face, and who wants that, right? So I came up with a third solution that solves all these problems. A detachable quick release iPad holder. All I did was unscrew the pole cap and added a 3/16 to 1/4-20 adapter, which for you non-camera people is pretty common diameters and threads. From there, I screwed on a Neewer quick release plate. I chose this one because it's circular, which matches the pole's aesthetic, and things pop right on super easy. Next, I added the quick release plate to the bottom of a tripod extension pole. Again, I chose this one for aesthetic reasons, but also because it has a minimum height of about 7.9 inches, which places my iPad right about eye level. Then at the top, I added this clamp. It actually comes with this little arm, but you only need the ball head that comes with it, which is surprisingly sturdy, by the way. This thing is spring-loaded so you can put it in easily. It's metal construction, so you don't have to worry about the safety of your iPad. And now you can even use it to hold the phone instead. You know, for all you broke bitch that can't afford an iPad. With this setup, the iPad is right at eye level. It doesn't impede me if I want to get in and out of bed. It's easily adjustable. It pops right off and fits perfectly in my nightstand if I'm not using it. And what's left behind is still aesthetic and doesn't look out of place. This bed desk has truly transformed how I work, game, and do other things in bed. It's super comfortable, functional, and 100% tailored to my needs. I hope yours will be too. But fair warning, this thing is addicting and may cause turmoil in your relationship.
Are you coming out here? It's been like 3 days.
Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one.